Ladies and gentlemen, the fact is our politics are local, based on the interest of the regions. That is why we have the Mount Kenya region politics, the Western region, the Nyanza region, and other regions here in Kenya. And also based on political kingpins. Each and every region have their political kingpins. Like in Nyanza region, we have Raila Odinga. In Ukambani region, we have Kalonzo Musyoka and the rest. But the politics of the Luo Nyanza region, to be specific, ahead of the 2027 general elections, are becoming more and more interesting each and every single day. This is because of two reasons. Number one, because of Raila Odinga's official exit from the local politics for his African Union Commission top job. And number two, because of Raila Odinga's official retirement from politics and also as the Luo Nyanza kingpin. And we have seen very many leaders in Nyanza region who are ready to take over from Raila Amolo Odinga. We have seen leaders like Babu Owino, Opiyo Wandayi, and the rest, including Governor Gladys Wanga. These leaders are not even waiting for Raila Odinga's official endorsement. But in this particular analysis, I want us to mainly focus on Gladys Wanga. The reason to this is because Gladys Wanga is choosing a very different path, political path, ahead of the 2027 general elections. A very, very unique political path. The governor of Homa Bay County, Gladys Wanga, I said it here before, and let me repeat it again. She is too smart and very sharp, politically speaking. And in fact, as compared to other women leaders and politicians across the country. If you have taken your own time and observed very keenly her recent political activities, you will agree with me that Gladys Wanga has been engaging very, very closely to President William Samoei Arap Ruto. I'll give you examples. But this is something very, very strange because she is from the Nyanza region. Associating with William Ruto as a leader and a politician from Nyanza region can be something very, very risky. In fact, it can be a political suicide. But she is doing this because of her courage. And number two, it is because of her own party, the ODM party. Raila Odinga, as the official ODM political leader, party leader, has never ever allowed any politician, any leader from ODM to associate with the president. Anywhere. The leaders from ODM who have tried to work with the president, to associate with William Ruto, have already been expelled from the ODM party, labeled as the ODM party rebels. So let me give you examples of how Gladys Wanga is working with William Ruto. Number one, let me ask you, does Raila Odinga recognize William Ruto as the President of the Republic of Kenya? Has Raila Odinga ever announced acknowledging William Ruto as the President? Of course not. Simply because of the shame. Raila Odinga is afraid of the political shame that he will actually face, admitting that he actually lost the election to President William Ruto. But here is a situation whereby Gladys Wanga is acknowledging William Ruto as the president, and in fact the best president in this video clip. This is actually opposed to Raila Amolo Odinga.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the President. Your Excellency, today is really not for us to speak much because a lot has already been said. But I take this opportunity to really thank you for your support. It is not lost on us that we are different. We are from different political parties, but you have not discriminated us on the basis of our political persuasions. And that I must rise here and thank you. And also thank you for coming to Homa Bay last week, despite having a very, very difficult program. That really showed your support.
Recently, Gladys Wanga accompanied President William Ruto during his official US state visit. I want you to have a look at this particular photo here. Why do you think Gladys Wanga followed William Ruto to the US? Because of her political unity with William Ruto. If William Ruto and Gladys Wanga were in a fallout, bitter fallout, I don't think if she would have accompanied William Ruto. And also, Gladys Wanga inviting William Ruto for political events in the Luo Nyanza region. At some point, William Ruto wanted to boycott her invitation, but Gladys Wanga insisted. That is actually a confession made by President William Ruto himself.
I am sorry I would have come earlier. I tried to excuse myself from coming to Homa Bay this time, but it was not possible. You know how difficult it is to say no to Gladys. And so she made sure that she called everybody around me and I didn't have peace. So I just had to come.
What are the reasons behind Gladys Wanga's political movement? Seeking William Ruto, associating with William Ruto very closely. I want you to take 1 second or two and subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Also, give this video a like. You can also share this video. Thank you so much for your support. I do appreciate it. I don't take the support for granted. Gladys Wanga, it is now very clear that she is now focusing on the national politics. She wants to be a national leader. When you look at the politics of the Nyanza region, there is actually no any leader, no politician who has ever been a national leader. Why? Because of Raila Odinga, who has always been a barrier. Raila Odinga has always frustrated leaders trying to come up as leaders. Let me give you a good example of Miguna Miguna. Miguna Miguna was taking over the opposition politics by storm. He was actually a threat to Raila Odinga because immediately after the handshake, Raila Odinga joined the government. There is no one who spoke on behalf of the Luos in the opposition. And that is why Raila Odinga himself betrayed Miguna Miguna, and he ensured that the former head of state Uhuru Kenyatta had taken Miguna Miguna to exile for all those years until President William Ruto came into power to rescue Miguna Miguna. So the same case applies here. For Gladys Wanga to be a national leader, the only politician who can elevate her to be a national leader is President William Samoei Arap Ruto. That is why she has been seeking to work with William Ruto. Number two, Gladys Wanga is seeing an opportunity here. And just like I had said it earlier on, Gladys Wanga is very sharp and very smart, politically speaking. She wants immediately after Raila Odinga's exit, she takes over. And the only way to take over from Raila Odinga is to associate with William Ruto. Why? Because of the next deputy president to William Ruto ahead of the 2027 general elections. She is among the leaders eyeing for that seat very keenly, because William Ruto recently, made it very clear that if he will agree with Rigathi Gachagua, the next DP will be a woman.
We must also agree that going forward, if a man is a candidate for president in our party, the woman must be the runner. And if a woman is the candidate, then a man can be a running mate. Okay?
And there are speculations that it can be Anne Waiguru or Gladys Wanga. Do you think that Gladys Wanga can be appointed as the next DP? Let us wait and see how things will fall into place, how things will work out for Gladys Wanga. And number 3, Gladys Wanga is looking for William Ruto for his political survival. The ODM party is collapsing very, very soon. And Gladys Wanga is not the first one. There will be very, very many other leaders who will be joining William Ruto ahead of the 2027 general elections. Leaders from ODM. That is why you have had an ODM women rep like Esther Passaris supporting William Ruto. Just look at this statement here. That is it. I don't know what you think. Have you been following Gladys Wanga's politics? Is she on the move to joining William Ruto ahead of the 2027 general elections? And will Raila Odinga allow that to happen? Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Let me see you again in my next video analysis. My name is Jason. Bye-bye and have a good night.